So you're in that Sasol Ford Escort in the rallying category, then there's off-road championships, and then the Super Series. How do you juggle all three of these racing formats?
Well, I think the base of driving is the same, you know. The amount you get dirty is probably the same too. It's fairly easy to adapt to all three formulas, and I really enjoy doing all three of them.
Let's look at each one of them so far. You had a good race in KwaZulu-Natal, finished second eventually, but it was close for a win in there.
It was great for the Sasol Ford team to start off at such a high note in the season was great. For my personal side, to actually lead a national championship rallying was also great satisfaction. And I think it's set the stage for the year, you know. I think there will be a serious challenge this year. I think the opposition has seen that. And if we can maintain the pace, I think we'll be in for a good year.
Just give us a very quick insight into how you approach rallying as compared to the other two. What do you do with rallying that's different to the other two, and how do you keep it on the road?
Okay, to describe the three different formulas, rallying takes probably 2 days to complete an event. It's a start and go. You rally probably for 5 to 30 kilometers, you stop, you rest, then you carry on again. So it's constantly a cycling up game. The Super Series, we have probably 3 heats in a day of 8 laps. So that's, you know, fairly easy to come up with the psychological part and the fitness point of view. The off-road is a different kettle of fish. There you start early in the morning, you travel for 500 kilometers, sometimes over 2 days for 1,000 kilometers. So the psychological part there is not as much, but the fitness is a lot, the physical side is a lot more strenuous. I'm
glad you bring that up. Barberspan 500, a little bit indifferent there as far as form is concerned.
Yes, it was my 3rd off-road event. I went in very positive. Unfortunately, the truck had a few mechanical problems, and we had to run it in 2-wheel drive. The vehicle is a 4-wheel drive vehicle. So we took it as it came. And before we knew it, we were actually lying second. And then we took a lead for a while. And we had a little mishap by getting lost for a while. We were down to 3rd, and then we picked up again. And then the gearbox gave up the ghost. So we kept it going to the end, and we basically finished 3rd in class. That was great for us.
The Super Series stadium racing, that has really taken off. What's the magic about that? Because spectators flock there. What is so good about it?
Well, I think what's great, it's a family sport. You know, it's a closed environment. People feel very drawn to the whole thing, and the vehicles are extremely spectacular. The stadium trucks jump anything from 4 to 5 meters in the air. They're very sideways. They're great to watch. You know, I think that's what draws the crowds.
Lots of crowds will be at Tarleton, obviously, for the next round. How's that going to go? Give us an insight.
I think it'll be an interesting weekend. The reason for that is I got a call from Arthur Abrams, the team manager, and he's actually invited Sorrel to come drive my truck. I am the reigning champion, so for me, you know, I would have liked to come head-to-head with him, but I've been asked to drive the Sobe Ford F-150, which is the off-road vehicle, and we'll give him a great challenge with that. So I think it'll be great from the crowd's point of view to watch all that, and I think it'll be a great spectacle.
And all in all, Paolo Piazza Musso is still going to be in one piece by the end of the season, because there's a lot of racing ahead.
Absolutely.
Thanks very much for coming in. That's Paolo Piazza Musso with a lot of racing ahead. Grant van Schalkwyk on his way to a brand